What's up guys, my name is Lee Morris with Fstoppers.com, and I was conned into buying a fake MB-D11 battery grip. This is one of the best fakes I've ever seen, but when I bought a real battery grip, I could finally compare the differences, and I know that this is not the real thing anymore. So I want to show you guys all of the differences in this video today. Alright guys, first of all, I want to say that this grip is probably one of the best fakes I've ever seen. It came in a fake Nikon box that looks real. I would have never thought that this thing was fake. It also has all of the things that the Nikon grip has. So it has the case, it's got the AA battery holder inside, it's even got the Nikon manual. It's also got I haven't even opened this before. This looks like some sort of warranty card. It's got that as well. So when I got this thing, I thought that it was real. And I shoot with a bunch of different cameras. I think I own 4, so I didn't really notice any difference when I was comparing this with my D300S cameras. The only thing that seemed a little strange to me was that these knobs were reversed. So on the main camera body, if I turn the knob to the right, it might change the f-stop in one direction, but when I use this knob, it would change it in the other direction. And I just assumed that it had something to do with a menu setting in my D7000, and I couldn't find it, so I just dealt with it for the couple of weddings that I shot this with, and I figured that I would figure it out one day. The only reason that I actually figured out that this thing wasn't real was I was at the last wedding and I bought a second D7000 and a second grip, and I attempted to take one of these battery plates out and put it in my other grip, and it didn't fit. It actually got stuck in there right before the bride walked down the aisle, and I had to just pry it out. And after that, I started looking at the subtle differences, and I realized this is not a real grip at all. This is a complete fake. This thing has Nikon branding all over it. It looks just like the real grip on the bottom. It's got Nikon MB-D11 printed into the rubber. On the top it has a serial number just like the Nikon grips do, and everything looks almost exactly like it should. The first thing that you may notice is that the fake grip has completely different rubber on it than the D7000. This rubber looks like something that was on the D700 or maybe the D300S. And the D7000 has much finer rubber. It's much smoother, and the MB-D11 made by Nikon matches that perfectly. The fake does not, but I would have never noticed that. One of the big deals is how loose this is. You can hear that spinning, and I can actually rotate it from here, and that's constantly making noise while I'm shooting. The Nikon version is made much better. It doesn't spin at all when you don't want it to, and if I try to rotate it here, it just doesn't want to move. It's very tight and works a lot better than the fake version. After I figured out that this grip was fake, I started to do a little bit of research, and I actually found this grip being made by a company called Newer, I guess that's how they pronounce it, and it's selling for 30-40 bucks on Amazon without the Nikon branding. And for that price, it's a fantastic deal. I would totally buy this thing if I knew it was fake and I only had 30-40 bucks to spend. It does a really, really good job. Aside from the reversed knobs, it works great. But the fact that I paid 220 bucks for it makes me a little bit mad, and they lied to me and stamped Nikon all over it, and they put it in the fake box. So if you want this thing for 30 bucks, if you want something that's a little bit cheaper but it's going to do a great job, I would highly suggest it. But if you're going to spend the extra money, make sure you're buying it from a reputable company like B&H, and you know you're going to get the real thing every time. If you want more details, check out fstoppers.com/fake MB-D11. We have posted high resolution images of the fake and the real grip from every angle, so you can compare your grip to make sure that it's real.